Alestia Matthias, erase allegation which is Afenyo Markis Oko a Ghana water company were involved in a contract to be out on one of their man. Na a bar on one case Triano Hoka, yes, in a private account, another in a private company. A year or the chair on one hoka. In the Buzebetia could tear Alestia, Alestia, Tahiru. Alestia and some orcas. Afenyo Markin is there. A banner scandals have been breed and who boom recently what be we show me was Afenyo Markins. You just said Ghana or Tabdano a child board channel. Ochia on one hoka one account mo. Yes. Na contract on one Casanson a daddy. A man who's saying could see Alestia Nelson. God bless
you. Yeah, of the airwaves. Soon to be on salary.
Oh, trendy.
And coming here day. Look to one hour, we have a demonstration. I'm ocean. Charlie Ghana, there's sometimes when I sit somewhere, I weep. And I was expressing an opinion on the CJ. So I tape and say, "Bo, and sana ebe to me akasa." Afenyo, but Mono, you can't say Muntiasi. This Afenyo Markin guy, he's a criminally minded politician. You can't say you don't want to listen to. Me, I'm not afraid to say it. He says he's a lawyer. He should take me to court. Me,
criminally when
look at his actions. I'm saying he's a criminally minded politician. His actions show clearly. When he went as board chair of Ghana Water, he gave himself contracts. He himself had over 30 companies and gave himself haulage contracts. He was the one transporting the chemicals to all the 90 stations by force and holding the checkbooks.
We were evidence to that.
I told you that if you want to ask to open the can Ghana Water, I'll bring you the evidence. You yourself, you shake, you run. I'm telling you, people are prepared to talk from the inside Ghana Water to come out and voice out. And then only him, this same person, he will keep the checkbooks in his armpit and pay himself quickly, immediately the cars move. This is the same person. You brought him to Road Fund. Go and see what he did at the Road Fund. Go and see how he manipulated to get contracts, road contracts, and even sell most of it. This same person, you brought him to Electricity Company of Ghana. At the time, the company was really under pressure. When Ken Oforiata had brought his friends to come and collapse the place already, his friend Kelly Gadjeko, he knows next to nothing about electricity. How does he become board chair? They wanted to steal the $190 million the US people had provided. So he brought him to come and sit there and then manipulate. You know, the Americans, yes, the Americans are intelligent when it comes to the Millennium Challenge account. Do you know why they set up the Millennium Challenge account? They don't want...
It started from Kufuor.
Yes, they didn't want it. It was Bush who brought it to the five African countries. And Kufuor was the beneficiary. Even that one, that Walker Bush you are talking about, it was not part of the plan. Obiagini, it was Indum who saw it in the 1963 to 70 development plan and picked it. And then decided to convince the Americans to construct the road in order to catch up with that Greek policy that they were doing, the park houses, to get our horticultural products early to the airports and then for export. So he was the one who devised the plan that a road must be. He knows next to nothing. It was 80% at the University of Cape Coast. Crack your mind. You go and get 79, it's B+. Professor Nana Jane, go ask them, go V and Co. What how you run? You learn, say you get 79, you can't get an A. So if you see some of us and we will manage to complete the university, we are sitting here and we are talking, you run away guy. Today you want to tell us you are rich. How did you get rich? You got opportunity in politics, and then you use that opportunity you got in politics to become rich, to acquire what you have. If let's go, I can run him down from day one, how he started making his money. Today he talks about what? I say J. Kufuor set him up, gave him by force of opportunity. Go and bring sewing machines, go and bring hair dryers and other things. Give him loans from banks without guarantee. Small boy. He says he bought land where? He bought land where? Where did you get the money from? You when we talk about your parents, where your parents are, Mr. Kem Munia Dibo Winiba, they had to sacrifice to look after you because both your stepfather and your father were not responsible for you. Usubanye wanuka sanye. It took the benevolence of Mr. Kem in Winneba. And then when you acquire by national politics, now Winneba folk, you be representative. And now I am a draw. What does it bring to you people? What does it bring? And now no, what Danny Sikeni, Winneba, what sit down, was say Charles Beach, go share the fear. Swimming pool, a bit was through, a bit of Punano, a bit of Fionetti. Go and see. or someone underground. Go and see the money. He made money from Ghana Water Limited. He made money from ECG. He was selling alumi seller like you. Road fund, look at him. Look at the contracts he got at road fund. I say he has about 300 companies. Me, he cannot take me to court. You see, when I talk here, he cannot come back and charge us. All the things we said about his carpenter father. Allegedly. He ran to Chiame.
Allegedly.
You put it that way. I agree with you. He ran to Chiame to go and honor his father because on one case onim there no a gabe them onim sema ebe to me ababeka. I can convince the man to come here.
Fire,
yes, Okocha Omonyama wo kronu so ni ade oketa. Go and find out what he went to do. He's talking about his stepfather too. I feel now dream back from say, hey, these people, if it were not for them, I won't be here. J. Kufoni piano. If anything Afenyo Markin does, J. Kufoni will be. Sa papa not to will change. I'm telling you. I don't want to be insulting. No, you let me withdraw.
Exactly.
I've withdrawn.
Exactly.
Yes,
that was the good things we are saying.
That's why I'm saying that I don't want to sound insulting. So let me withdraw. That's one. Yes,
we have most of our.
Yes, that one there. I beg you. It came out wrong. I've withdrawn that one. But I'm saying, say, Obetumia friend, this is not how the MPP started in 1992. This is not the MPP we knew. We knew J.H. Mensah. Didn't you know him? He was minority leader. Very decent person, come to the public, and when he's speaking, he will not speak for long, but he will make sense to you. Rollins entertained him. We all went to Atimota school together. He was in Atimota school before Rollins. Yes, when he was minority, a very decent guy. Look at his demeanor in parliament with D.F. Annan and co. Look at how he related with that parliament way back. Even when they won power and they came to the other side. Look at their demeanor. Let me mention some of their names at the time. Papa Wuswankuma. The my politics here kono uni side nso na no ho ya wa kono because yes they had respect. Peter Alajete, they had respect. Who
could even defy his party?
Yes.
For his second term as a speaker, NDC proposed him.
Yes.
That is how the level-headedness some of them had.
Look at Abraham Edu, no whatever. He was majority leader. Look at his decency. Unko departing him. Are you why? How did they even bring him to become leader of the Francis Poku? How did he become leader of his party? Bukabi. I'm sure he bought his way because he knew the kind of things he had done. That if he didn't go and find somewhere to hide himself, he would be in serious trouble. He fought. Look, he went under what do you call it? Chairman Sabosu. Yes. He went under Chairman Sabosu to take his position in order to use it as a shield. So that the state will not get to him for the bad things he has done. I'm telling you, we cannot account for the property he has now. I'm telling you, he has a haulage company. Do you know the kind of things he does? When he went to Ghana Water, he gave himself contracts. The checkbook was in his armpit, like this, roaming around. When the car moves, he pays himself.
Allegedly.
Yes, there are people who are prepared to testify.
Allegedly.
Oh, Mugabe. I've met the former managing director and sat with him for 6 hours. Clifford Bryman.
Allegedly.
Oh, please. Look, they should excuse us.
Allegedly.
Look at ECG. And why are we wasting time on ECG? Where is Kenny? No, we are in May. Where is Ken Oforiata? We are in May. It is 8th May. Where is Ken Oforiata Mugabe?
Allegedly.
No, it's paying me.
Allegedly, please.
Charlie, you have a group of people criminally minded.
Allegedly.
Okay,
as we speak, somebody has sent me this.
Yes, I also have it.
You also have
yes, that he has commissioned a court complex in Winneba without any government official or anybody. He Afenyo Markin.
Yes. Only first judicial executives be.
What? Omako commissioned court complex without the state involved in Winneba. They are saying
yes.
No, you see, that's why I said that the people of Winneba, I don't know. Etumika say, Otumidi omushe them, no maswai, no amo musika because of Ohia, omunibi. Now, what? Omuajiska 2000. It will hold you ransom. If it is true,
lithium issue
yes. Obawuni na di okita. Onu atumi ato asasi. You see kroni di mi bo kroni di asre. Me bo you see e fe bonko ni church.
Bonko no.
Ni church.
Okay.
Onu ato
na church.
onu ato asasi wo ho for 99 years we see estate. Onu small body nyansa kwan say ahemfo no o de leader le omo ana or your pay scale bi mo. No about chairman. Into your buy secret good the bag game. No buy your question if you are Westy. You go to Winneba, the houses he has. You will wonder what he was doing. He can never be minister in any government.
How old is he?
Oh, he's about 47. He was born in 1978. So you can check his age. He's about 47 years. By that time, Achampon was killed when he was 48 years. Feli was barely 42 when he died. The same thing, what's his name? 48. What do you call him? FIFA. Then you come to Roger Feli. The same thing. You come to Amedume. He was also 40-something when he was killed. You are 47. You are in national politics today. Democracy is protecting you. Look at how you are behaving. Those who were shot in 1979, they didn't behave like this. They didn't steal from the state and flaunt their weight on us. They themselves, they were humble. The mistake we have kept the heads of departments and the unit heads at most of these organizations for too long. Let's sabotage. And then ECG station be a she watching what Alan so. See these people, why? They are coming to institutional changes. Why are we delaying? Why are we delaying? I don't know. This one, it beats my imagination, Mugabe. But when him say, sometimes when we sit here, it's like we are criticizing John Mahama. Because he's in charge. We want the best for him. Yeah, so people, those who know, people must help him to do the things fast so that we'll be satisfied. Charlie, sometimes when the lights go off, Charlie, the kind of things they say
and tell us, the church lights and lights.
Yes, look at him. And you when you're ECG board chair, you aided in selling containers as alumi to be minted, and you put the money in your pocket. 490 million Ghana cedis couldn't be accounted for when you're ECD board chair. We needed money, $190 million, to go and resuscitate electricity company of Ghana. We ourselves reported ECG to the Millennium Challenge account that wastages, bypasses, and second-hand, or what do you call it, sub-use cables and other things were costing electricity in Ghana. So we went to the Millennium Challenge account to go and beg them to give us money. And the Millennium Challenge account, one thing he did was that the money comes to a consultant who is Ghanaian. What you say? And to say I am a DNA, a discanimawa, over consultant no abano. When you needed a local consultant so that the GMP of the country will go up from their earnings. Sikana beba ubotomunu as Ghanaian as electrician. I know electricians who could have done the Millennium Challenge account. I can tell you, multi-projects and code. They were sidelined. And they lose 90 million. So after that, they decided to collapse the place because yes, Adiana Kasano, na keno for yatana we janenu. No akofana down for Keligaje ko dini free abrochire bae. Oh, he won't come again. My catch there yo yi ni dinu no atimota school. Yo yi su share yo yi awayira. Require the man say Azugu no or US. Oko. Ye da boni omudi who can account. Yes. Boni Azugu di where yawa so betumi account. They are gone. They created a crime scene and they have run away. And that's the problem of the state. You have Afenyo every morning disturbing people who call me. They tell you Afenyo. Who is Afenyo? He is not my Afenyo. By now he should be hanging somewhere. You people, why? Yes, the state lost, but hold him. But Diboni, look, if you like hold the staff deba at Ghana Water, or go and hold the staff deba at Road Fund, or go and hold the staff deba at ECG, the people he brought from Winneba to Ghana Water alone, they form about 40% of the workforce, the whole country. You go and check. He put about 12,000 people at the head, over 1,200 people at the head office when he was brought check. Go and check. People from Winneba who are working in Ghana Water, go to Road Fund. The same thing. The people he put from Winneba from Ghana for. Go and check ECG when he came, just a short time. The people he put there, the Ghana Armed Forces, when they were doing the vetting, that Omani, Dr. Omani Boama, yes, was being vetted. Look at the question. He was trying to threaten him. That the way I'm questioning you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't give me exactly. Dr. Omani Boama, don't take anybody from Winneba this year. I'm telling you. Do you know why I'm saying that? Yes, because he threatens you. That if he brings somebody, who is he bringing? He has been bringing people because Kennedy Japan was chairman of the defense committee. Mugabe, you go and see. That's why I'm happy the president is putting an audit. The president says he's doing an audit. 120. Yes, he is going to do an audit into the armed forces, the police service, the prison service, of those hooligans, of those vigilantes that they have put in the service, that they are hiding there. To remove all of them. They have to remove them. Who won't allow this thing? It's Mugabe. Teachers 39,000. You didn't put any financial plan in place. Wow, you see the difference. How are they going to be paid? Small boy be didn't buy do buy him. Or no, I didn't buy the share National Signals Bureau. No, ni Ghana Water for Omo Bokro no engineer Stephen Apia Otu, area manager for Accra East Sesia. Omo yesika 650,000 every 2 weeks. No more check. Omo do omo. Apia Otu is still at post. Stephen Apia Otu engineer is the area manager for Accra East. Accra East Sika Wohonu. He will steal all the money. I'm telling you, sack him or sack him. Why? What is it? Why are we afraid? We have come to power. We won 2/3 of the elections, and why are we struggling? Why are we struggling to manage the state? People who have committed wrong against this state are rather showing off and blowing their waist up. No, it cannot happen, Mogadi. We're in a democracy. They must respect the laws. Muma bua fa mrano so I demand anybody. Yan cash in Tremo. Namu dedi amu so ya namu abonting.
To my establish says cano. Our Ghana water no wrong hands.
It's wrong hands. I spoke with the managing director, the former managing director.
Wrong account.
Wrong account. I spoke to the former managing director. This is what he tells me. He says, as for him, yes, principle of ultimate responsibility. But the person who was to check was to follow up and see whether the account was indeed a company account and not a personal account.
Who was supposed to do that?
Stephen Apia Otu. Or no, sir, engineer Stephen Apia Otu. Or no, leading by digitalization. Or that's Ghana water. Or your penny. Small boy is about 42. Small boy has been promoted and promoted. I'm saying Accra East manager. And don't sack him too. You didn't 6 days. I'm interdicting. Yeah, I'm didn't every 3 days he reports to Yoko. They should sack him. Sack him from the service. Release him. Sacrifice him. Let him leave the place. He brings no expertise. Useless entity. But he's saying, Ghana man, if you are not careful, they'll sell Ghana water. I'm telling you, if you're not careful, JM is angry that some of the companies, if they don't sit up, he's going to dissolve and sell them. Ghana water is on the red list. There are people who can manage the place. I don't know why. ECG, the same thing. If you don't take care. And me, I will never agree to any government who wants to privatize water or electricity. I will punch you. I will never. Because there are essential services that everybody must get in his home. Everybody must find light. You go school where class and light in you. Now, go show more and more by penny for Ghana. And then move to Mugabe, listen.
President Saka send us a cathedral house,
yes.
PDS, any
yes.
30th African Games. Fameko one Afenyo Ganso.
Mugabe, and African Games are yeah. Now we will be there too. What the any contract now? So on Mediani, on Mediani no. Your school matrons no more secondary schools. Why couldn't you bring them together and use this opportunity to honor them? Say you can earn some dollars from these games now. All the caterers in Accra, why didn't you put them together? But I don't blame anybody. I blame ourselves. That woman, the Samamina Sabidi two wife. Do you know? Let me tell you. All the World Bank projects on drains in Accra, they wrote to the World Bank and told the World Bank that Accra was a low-lying area. So they brought a lot of money. So today, Volux Ghana Limited. Volux Ghana Limited. That's Bedietu's wife's company. Is she a contractor? She has earned all the contracts under the World Bank Drains project. There's one in front of my house at my junction at Accra Academy. Oba, Besia, or engineer. How did she end the contract? Atachia, and this annual man works in housing. On what the World Bank projects mean, now go and check the amounts involved. $155 million, $100 million, and yet they cannot even find an engineer and pay $10 million to the engineer to construct the drain. Mugabe, look, I'm telling you, it's not easy. John Mama, I love him for what he has done because he met a hole, a deep hole, but now he has covered it, ready for takeoff. His 120-day achievements, things that he has done.
PDS is
yes, he will go there. All those ones that are falling short in terms of corruption issues that have come, the cathedral, the collapse of the banks, at the end, 9 million. Because CSC, would they weigh you 25 million? Would they are concerned? After all this, filling all these potholes, now the car must move. How does it move? People like Dr. Papa Kwesindom, our own father, what's his name? Mention his name for me. Adishi FM. Yes.
Seidu Agongo.
Say Alaji Seidu Agongo, Heritage Bank. All those people, they must give their licenses back to them within in the next 120 days coming. They must work. All of them must run fast because listen, there's a gap in the rural financing system. And Indu, for instance, GM Bank was doing that work to support if it is IT.
Rural Bank.
Yes. It was supportive. If you go to the rural areas, cocoa purchasing areas, it was doing effectively well. And you see what Indu said. He said he didn't need that 60 billion or something that you're talking about. In the area where he was operating, he needed a less capital to serve the people.
Exactly.
So he couldn't take the same amount. This is a services delivery expert. Sometimes, Dr. Endum, you keep quiet. You don't want to talk. J.J. Rollins brought you in to come and help him. Every time I sit back, and you have not helped him, if I say that, what you can do in government. Hey, Charlie, Papa Kosindum. Now, millennium challenge account, no be to me.
I'm not going to shaka to do another.
I know the two amani BIC chino. The two amani BIC chino saying another name, my two amana. I see a chino. Yes, Sasso Fubino, dear, double edge character. Yes, and I need back on Sunday. I see a chin, a dim back on Wahani, Asachi Bakuaha. What I say, and about Ukochiwe now, the Nako BNI. Into Jane, we are no Asako Chiwe. So keep a dimmy. Into Baba body not feeling dimmy. Next time, yes, you arrest. Said, do you interpret the meaning of your name and why you carry the two names around the place in the name of Osofo? Yes, don't say. Without boxer. I said that next time, he has to be arrested. When Okujeto started these exposés, people were saying Okujeto is too new. I said, hey, Okujeto does not have time for petty things. If these things are not true, he is very serious politician. Yeah. He will not come out and say these things. Then the evidence started coming. And what kills me is that Supreme appeals court judges, Rollins said that, he didn't want them to be bribed. So he wanted somewhere to hide them. So you see that corner where the passport of. That's why he went to put them. You cannot go there. If they are not work case or court, they will see your face. Then they say, bribe judge. They all stayed at the same place. So it was difficult. Right, J.J. Rollins. Now, I don't think I'm sure tit and time. No. Okay, take a break. I'm the boss. Take a break now. Please. Take a break. You come back.